So what we're going to do here is a little bit of a tier list thing it is, but we'll make it into a table after we've finished. So we've got the top 6, top half, which is 7 to 11, mid-table, which is 12 to 15, bottom half, which is 16 to 21, and then relegation, which is 22 to 24. But going from like left to right, that would be like first, second, third, fourth, and so on. So we'll just we'll go through them in order, should we? Or should we start with the Swans and then we'll go through them in order?
Let's start with Swans first. Let's do that on the back of that.
Let's start with the Swans and maybe do like the top 6 and then the relegation teams and stuff.
Yeah. We may rejig it as we go anyway, but we can put the Swans in and then see if we decide to move them around afterwards.
Let's start with the Swans then. Where did you have the Swans to finish? Now, we spoke already about lowering the expectations from last year, expecting a bit less. I've gone mid-table.
I've gone mid-table as well.
So, specifically mid-table, I went 11th. So, actually, technically, according to this thing we're using, that's top half.
I was a bit lower, I went 13th.
Oh. So, I've gone 11th and you've gone 13th, so...
Should we meet in the middle and go 12th?
I was going to say, I think that's... You've got to do that, surely.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd take that. I'd take mid-table there.
12th for Swans. Are you writing this down, or? Because
I will do.
Track of where we put everyone in. At some point. Okay, we're going to start. Where should we start? Relegation or promotion?
Let's go relegation first, is it?
Make it interesting. All right. Okay. So I think. Well, I want to say, maybe it's harsh to say the obvious one. Certain fans of the other clubs might not agree. But I'm going to start with them because I think they're in a bit of trouble. Derby County. I don't know how you're feeling about this. But I got down there because I think they haven't hardly got a team, have they?
I got them rock bottom.
Rock bottom. I had them 23rd, but I'll put them rock bottom. Did they have a points deduction?
No, I don't think so.
When I've been looking at the odds and stuff on Sky Bet and stuff, I swear they haven't even got odds on Derby to win the league. They're not even there. You can't bet on it. On Sky Bet, anyway.
That's not surprising. Yeah.
Are they that like don't even waste your money?
I guess so.
Or is it because there's so much controversy around them they're not offering odds? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll have to try and have a look at that. See if they offer odds.
Yeah, I mean you got I don't know what their first team is depleted. They've got a lot of injuries with the ones that are left, and then you've got Wayne Rooney making his own headlines. So.
And he's going around 2-footing people in training as well.
Oh yeah, and then to make matters worse, even though they barely can field the squad, he's injuring his players for months.
Oh, I love it. It's class.
So
I love it. I hope they win the league.
If they win the league, we have to retire.
I love it.
So we put in Derby in 24th, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think so.
Can't move over yet, so. Right, I've picked Derby for my... I went first with Derby, so do you want to suggest your next one, and I'll see if I...
Yes, so I have got... I don't know about this one, it's a bit of a dodgy one, but my other team to get relegated is Huddersfield.
Oh. I had them close, but not in the relegation.
Yeah, who else have we got? Should I do my other team as well? The other one I had was Peterborough.
Alright, okay, I had Peterborough in there as well, so that's easy. We'll chuck Peterborough.
We'll chuck them in.
Yeah, this one's Peterborough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. So, where are we putting them? Above Derby? So 18th.
Yeah, I think so.
Not 18th, what are on about? It's not the Prem. 23rd.
They have got a decent squad, I just think...
It's always
they always tend to come
teams,
up.
Though.
I know, but Peterborough especially always come up and straight back down, but... We'll see. I'd like to see them stay up, but I don't think they'll have enough.
We're not being harsh on their promoted team. It's always tough for the promoted teams, so you'd expect one or two of them usually end up going back down. It's the way it is, unfortunately. Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah.
I would love to see all three stay up, and maybe they will. But we've gone for Peterborough to go down. So you had Huddersfield in there. I had Preston.
Ooh, that's a massive shout. I had Preston quite low down. I had them low down in like the bottom half. So yeah. I mean,
right. Okay. Let's go a little bit further before we decide the third relegation position. Then, so 21st position, just outside. I had
Yeah, I had Blackpool quite close as well to the bottom. I think. Do you know who I had just outside the relegation zone? Is Bristol City.
Oh, I got a bit higher
And
up.
Black
Oh, this is going to be carnage.
and Blackpool just above them. So if you want to bring Blackpool into the mix, I had them just surviving as
Right,
well.
so let's
Blackpool.
say I had Huddersfield in 20th and Blackpool at 21st. So I'm happy to pick between one of those two because you had Huddersfield in relegation, yeah?
Yep.
I might. Oh, okay. I'll agree with you. We'll go Huddersfield for relegation. They've been hovering there quite dangerously for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So,
I do fancy them to go down.
it's a reminder of how much worse it could have gone for us, I guess, in a way, because in terms of the relegation from the Prem and that.
Yeah.
Because they never really done anything when it came down. Huddersfield, I don't think. Is that the right badge? I think it is.
Yeah, Huddersfield.
They're not in order, I don't think. Okay, so
That's right. Yeah.
We've done relegation. Let's go to the top. Should we go to the top six now?
Yeah, let's go to the top six. Let's do that.
These are the interesting one. It would be like a bit of a dead end to this table prediction now with all the teams that people don't care about. I'm joking. Okay, so to win the league, who did you have?
I was back and forth with this, but I am going to say Bournemouth.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure they've done that enough business to be like that much better than they were last year. Big shout that is. Okay, I went Fulham.
I had Fulham in third.
So I had Bournemouth in third.
How did you? So we were either side. You have to swap them.
Okay.
Who did you have? Who did you have in second?
Well, I had Sheffield United in second.
So did I. So right, should we put them as first?
Well, no, Sheffield will stay second because we both had them second. That's
fair enough.
Makes sense. We'll put cases forward for why we think the other two teams will win the league. So there's Sheffield. They're going second. Why do you think Bournemouth are going to win the league?
I think the squad they had last year, the run they had into the playoffs, they were probably the best side in the playoffs at the time. That Dan Juma was the best player I've seen all season last year. If they can get him firing from the beginning,
if they can keep him,
then, well, yeah, they obviously if they can keep him, it'd be different. But if they get him firing from the start of the season, then they will definitely be in the question. Scott Parker's come in, isn't he? And I think he did a good job with Fulham last year. It was a bit of a rubbish season because they only had a 2-week turnaround, didn't they, because of COVID from the playoff final to the start of the season.
Fulham played some nice football last year, I think.
Yeah, so I think he can come in and get them firing. I think they could take it. And it's always that thing with the three relegated teams coming down. I know last year the two went straight back up, but it was like not really much changes, is there? So I don't know. They've all got new managers, haven't they? The three that came down.
Yeah, isn't Marco Silva manager of?
Yeah, Marco Silva's a Fulham. Jukanovic is a Sheffield United, and West Brom is Ismail in it from Barnsley.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'd make that the leveler with Bournemouth. So those are like the four teams realistically that are going to fight for it. But I just give Bournemouth the edge because they'd been in the league last year and been in the competition.
Yeah, well, do you know what? You've done a good job convincing me. I thought Fulham, but then thinking about it, they've spent a bit, they've brought some players in, and now they're going to all gel under a new manager so quick. And Marco Silva, I don't know, he did alright a couple of times in the Prem, but is he that good?
I know, yeah, there's always a question with him. I don't know. He had like He had like a tidy season, didn't he? And then he had
who was it? He was really good with? Was it Watford?
Oh, it was he was alright with Watford, wasn't he? He was good with Hull because he nearly kept them up, didn't he? They were struggling, and he had a really good run with them, and they should have stayed up instead of us that year when they went down, when they lost to Sunderland,
was that Paul,
who were already relegated.
Clement?
Yeah, they lost to Sunderland, who were already relegated, and then we beat Everton in the night game, and that basically kept us up.
Okay,
but he hasn't really done much since.
Yeah, I mean, don't know what. Yeah, all right. We'll go Bournemouth. We're good. Got some good Bournemouth friends with the Cherries Red Army on
Oh
YouTube. We've
yeah,
been on their channel a couple of times, so we'll support them there.
I
We'll
know.
chuck
I
them.
think it's a bit of a risky one though. But like Fulham, to be fair to Fulham, like Mitrovic will be there, who's just the
Yeah,
championship
but he
goal
didn't
scoring
play
machine.
like loads last season. I know he's going. He probably is going to now this season. He's going to be backup number one striker.
This is his level, isn't it? He'll get
Yeah.
20 plus goals definitely this year.
My one concern for Bournemouth is I don't know who their goalkeeper is now.
Mm, not sure. Is
Like
it not Ramsdale?
No, that's Sheffield.
Is it? Who
It was
played in goals for?
Begovic, wasn't it? But he's gone.
Oh, it
Now.
was Begovic. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was. It
Yeah.
was.
So I mean, don't know whether that's been addressed, but I'm sure we'll see. Anyway, we got obviously then Fulham will go third. Regardless,
I'm happy with that top three though.
Are we
That
putting
top three
West
looks
Brom
good.
fourth then? Is that what you were saying? Because I got them fourth.
I didn't.
Oh, see, you just said them four will be challenging, and you haven't
Yeah.
put them fourth.
Yeah, but I'm thinking outside the box because like it's so like those are definitely the top four.
Yeah.
But it never works out like
All right,
that,
no,
does it?
that's
Those four.
that's a fair point. What are your other
So
three
I-
playoff teams then?
But yeah, I looked at West Brom. I looked at the four and I thought one of them is going to be a disappointment, aren't they? One of them is going to struggle. They're not all good. Well, they might do. They might all run away with it and finish in top four. My other playoff was so fourth. I had QPR. Fifth, I had West Brom,
Yeah.
and sixth, I had Middlesbrough.
Well, do you know what? This isn't that far away from what I've got.
Oh no, well, that's all right then.
I've got fourth. I've got West Brom. Fifth, I've got QPR,
Oh, that's all right then.
and sixth, I've got Stoke. But I had Middlesbrough seventh.
Ooh, that's not bad then. So we're on the same lines.
We got West Brom and QPR.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Should we'll put it in this order because the fact they got relegated, you know, whatever's playoff
Yeah,
positions.
That's
But
fair.
and then who did you have seventh? Where did you put Stoke?
I had them like 10th.
Okay, so
As a playoff contender. But
That's fine. We'll put Middlesbrough then, just because you've got them higher than what I had. So we both got Middlesbrough quite high. I got them seventh. You got them sixth. So we'll have Middlesbrough.
that's fair.
So that's our top six predictions. So we've got Bournemouth, Sheffield United. We're saying they're going to go up, and then Fulham, West Brom, QPR, Middlesbrough in the playoffs. Be interesting. And who calling now to win the playoffs? Neil Warnock masterclass.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I don't know. Fulham in there. Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
they might. Probably two of their managers will be there by that time. Let's be honest. The way the championship is.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, like I said,
sure, like half the
those
playoff
top four
managers
teams.
from last season weren't. Well, Bournemouth has a new manager, and Barnsley at the right at the start of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of those top four teams are going to start bad. I don't know who. I don't know. It seems too predictable that all four of them finish.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like
I
that.
think like with COVID and everything
It might be,
last year,
yeah.
I feel like if there's going to be one year that is predictable, it might be this year.
Yeah. No, well, it nearly happened last year, didn't it? We nearly had the three bounce straight back up, didn't we?
Yeah. I just
So
think with the
that was
lack of
close enough.
like you can see with the transfers, no one's spending any money, and the squads look. When you compare the league quality, right, to the year that we dropped down to what it is now,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gone downhill quite a bit. But
Yeah, I do as well.
I think that
It's
year we
making-
dropped down, where Leeds couldn't even go up under Bielsa, like, that was insane. There was a couple of West Brom didn't go up that year, and they should have. Like, it was.
It's been so competitive, isn't it? We've
Yeah.
been so competitive the last 5 years, but I think you're right. Like you're seeing a massive gap now between these teams that are coming. I think the parachute payments are massive now, especially with COVID,
Yeah.
and teams are not spending money. Those four teams that have still got parachute payments in the league probably will finish in the top as the top four. To be fair,
Yep. So we've got 7th to 11th now. So I had Stoke in 6th tonight, so they're going to be here somewhere, I think. You had them where?
yeah,
10th?
that's fair. 10th, yeah, so they'll be in that
But
thing.
we'll check
Yeah.
them there
I'm
for now.
happy with
Maybe
that.
we'll rejig the order in a second.
Yeah.
The others I've got then from 7th to 11th. Obviously, we've already done Middlesbrough, which I had 7th. Blackburn, Cardiff, and Nottingham Forest.
I had I had Blackburn and Forest quite low down. I did in like 15th
obviously,
and
sorry,
16th
I had
area.
Swansea in 11th as well, but I can't. We've already put them in.
I had Cardiff as well.
So you had Cardiff here.
Yeah, I had Cardiff in there. I think they'll be flirting with the playoffs again.
Okay.
And I had Luton.
Oh God.
Where have you put them?
Lower down. I put them in like 16th. I put them.
Yeah, I had Luton, and then I had Reading and Stoke in there as well. So
okay, so Stoke, Cardiff were agreed on. Reading, I had 13th, so I'm happy to bump them up as one compromise there. If I could find Reading's badge, that would be great.
I'm happy to go
Stoke or Cardiff ahead of you. Like, I think Stoke.
Yeah, we'll go with Stoke. I did have them lower down, but I think I'm happy to go with that.
We need two more in here. So
I'm happy to go with Blackburn actually, because I was just thinking. I don't know. They just always seem to be like mid-table.
I just think they've got good quality. Like when they
do.
If they like get it right, they'll have and get a good start to the season. I think they can go and have a good season if they can keep Adam Armstrong and Bradley Dack fit now for the start of the season. Because Bradley Dack obviously was injured quite a lot of last season. He's their main man, isn't he? But then Adam Armstrong scored 20 plus goals last year. So if he can repeat that or improve on it, they've got to be up there somewhere. I think that, like I said, the league quality is lower. So I just think, they've got players that they definitely can be in contention for the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I'm happy with that. So we got one more in there, or two more?
One more to go in there.
And you had Forest and I had Luton.
Yeah, I just think Forest, like they obviously last season had a bad start after what happened the year before with the whole playoff thing. They changed manager. Chris Hughton's still there, yeah?
Yeah.
He's solid, isn't he? And I just think a full season now, pre-season under Houghton, I think everyone thinks they're lower league now. I think there'll be another one that maybe will catch some people off guard just because of the manager being quite strong.
Yeah. Yeah, you sold it to me. Yeah, with Chris Hughton there, he will do a job, so he probably will be around about the mid-table level. So I'm happy to go with Forest if you want.
Okay, we'll chuck Forest. Okay, mid-table, 12th to 15th. It's only 4 slots here.
Yeah, so I had in that sort of slot, Barnsley. I had Luton. I had Luton just missing out on the playoffs, as 8th. Because I think they're going to be the.
Yeah, we'll chuck Luton in this bracket because we've already bumped them down from your table. I had them in 16th, so we're kind of meeting in the middle here.
God, we're quite far off with Luton though. I had them just missing out on the playoffs. I don't know why. I just think there's just always going to be a random team, isn't there?
I thought that for me that's like QPRC. I think they'll be the one that's going to spring some surprises.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. I'm happy with Luton there. That's fine. But if they do get into the playoffs, we'll revisit this.
Yeah. So who else have you got in this mid-table bracket?
So I also have Millwall and Barnsley.
Yeah, Millwall I had 12th. So we'll chuck Millwall in here. And you've got Barnsley. We need 2 more, don't we? 1 more. Barnsley for me, I had 14th. So I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we've only got 6 clubs left. Have we missed one somewhere?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, that's fine. 6 clubs left. They're all going into bottom half. So, 16th to 21st. I've just been bad at maths for a second. So, in 16th I had Luton, didn't I? But the ones above that we haven't placed yet for me, Bristol City, which I had 15th.
Oh, well, put Bristol City higher than the rest, and I had them just surviving relegation.
Well, maybe we'll bump them down in a minute, but they're going to be in here anyway. So
yeah, they'll be in that bracket.
I had Blackpool just surviving relegation,
and I had Blackpool a little bit higher. I think I had them sort of like 16th, 17th. So yeah,
Oh,
they would be
really?
in
You
that.
thought they were going to have a good
Yeah,
season then?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just think one of the promoted teams will probably do
I thought
quite
Hull would
well.
be the better one, and I put them for 19th.
No, all right. I had Hull. Like I had Bristol City just outside the relegation places and Hull above them.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
let's do, I don't know, that. Unless you think
yeah.
Blackpool or Hull, who's going to finish higher? And why? I don't really know
Hmm.
loads about Blackpool, I'll be honest. Other than the fact I want to go away
It's a
there
great
this
question.
season. But I think Hull did well last season. They obviously have the championship experience from
Yeah.
recent years. I just think
Let's
they even in the Prem not so long ago. So
go Hull then. Let's go Hull. That's fair.
we're saying both will stay up anyway. Who we
Yeah.
got left?
Yeah.
Coventry, Bristol, not Bristol. Coventry, Birmingham, and Preston.
You had Preston going down, didn't you?
Yeah, let's put Preston. Well, where did you have Preston?
I had them about that mark. To be fair, I didn't have them very
Just
high. I
outside,
was
was
just
it?
17th. Yeah, like 18th maybe 19th.
Okay, that's fair. Coventry and Birmingham then. So we're going to say like more closer to 16th or more closer to the relegation for Birmingham?
Well,
I put them
yeah,
17th.
I had Birmingham quite high. I did. Well, not quite high, but I mean higher half of the bottom half. So
Okay.
yeah,
And
I'm happy with
Coventry,
that.
I
And I
basically had
had
them one
Coventry
place below
struggling.
them. 18th I had them, but you had struggling.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I had them a bit more struggling than like Preston. So put them maybe there. Well, are
Okay.
you happy with that?
Well, out of those teams, which one do you think is going to scrape through to stay in the league?
I think Bristol City. I do.
Well, there we are.
I think
We'll
Bristol
say
City.
Bristol City are going to be lucky, and that's how we're going to leave it. So we happy with our league table? Got Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Fulham, West Brom, Albion, QPR, and Middlesbrough in the top six, the playoffs, the automatics positions. And then going down to the top half, we've got Stoke City, Cardiff, Reading, Blackburn, and Nottingham Forest. Entering mid-table, we've got the Swans at 12th, Luton Town, Millwall, and Barnsley. And we didn't really speak much about Barnsley, but I think they've lost their manager, and I think he was a key to why they had
Yeah.
such a good season last year. Which is why,
Mowatt's gone as well as neither West Brom.
yeah, so I think like a mid-table there is quite a solid finish for them because they did just overachieve last year.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Bottom half, oh, by the way, there is a spelling mistake here. This is a template. I didn't make it, so don't crucify me in the comments. Bottom half. Birmingham, Hull City, Blackpool, Preston North End, Coventry, and Bristol City just scraping the way
big
into
call.
the league for the year after. And relegation, Huddersfield, Peterborough, and Wayne Rooney's Derby County.
I think it's not bad. It's not bad. But no doubt, like it'll be completely wrong when we come back and look at it at the end of the season. Maybe we can look at it like halfway through the season and see how it's progressing.
Yeah, we'll revisit this at some point in the next season or so and see how badly we got it wrong. Because that's what always happens, let's be honest. You're like, if we get this right, like we need to put the lottery on. If this is like to a T.
Oh yeah. Well, it's predicting the most unpredictable league in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what out of those ones though, compared to your table, are you thinking like, oh, I don't like them in there?
There wasn't too much changes really. There was a couple that went a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Like for you, probably Luton Town hurts a lot, doesn't it?
I had Luton doing a good job this season. And Stoke, I had them doing a lot less. So I would have swapped Stoke and Luton, but
yeah, I think I was
I
probably
think that's
neck on the
fair.
line saying Preston to go down. But that's what I was making interesting. I thought I was making it interesting with that one. They had a really bad turn after Christmas last season. They lost like some big players and their forward.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They managed to pick it up a little bit by the end, but I don't know how they're going to recover in the long run.
Well, who knows? I think they will be like. around that area where we've put them. So who knows? It's it's easy to slip off the mark, isn't it?
Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, to click the like button to help us grow. To keep up to date with all of our new uploads, hit the subscribe button and push the bell to ensure you are notified of all of our new videos. As always, engage in the comments and let us know your opinions on what we discussed today. And if you want to support us directly, check out our new merch where you can find some awesome Swansea related t-shirts.